You have a body, for sure, it's visible. You have mind, yes? You have emotions. But there is also life energy behind this, isn't it? There's a life. Are you alive? It's a question. You are alive. So let's not give it any other name. There is life. All physical material that you gathered from outside, isn't it so? This is just the food that you've eaten. Yes or no? What you call as my body is just a food that you've eaten, or it's just a piece of the planet. What was soil became food, what was food became flesh and bone. Now we're sitting here. We gathered this body over a period of time. You were not born like this. You gathered it slowly, piece by piece, isn't it? Little by little. Similarly, whatever is in the content of your mind, also you gathered from outside, isn't it so? So this is a heap of food, this is a heap of impressions. Anything that you gather, anything that you ever gather, you can claim it is yours. But you can never say it is me, isn't it so? So, this is happening to you every day. Food appears on your plate, you say, this is my food. You eat it, then you say, this is me. Case or no? Hello? So, definitely you understand what you gather can be yours at the most, but never ever can be you, isn't it so? This is understood? So everything that's material about you is gathered from outside, isn't it? But to gather all this, there must be something fundamental which gathers all this. Let's not give it a name, we'll just call it life for now. You are alive, but you gathered a body, you gathered information and became like this. Now, if you're only experiencing what you have gathered, that is your physiology and your psychological structure, that means you're going through life process without touching life ever. Just the surface aspects that you gathered. You are only experiencing the accessories of life. See, today when people use the word life, you have to sift through that because they may be talking about their job, they may be talking about their family, they may be talking about their dog, they may be talking about their wealth or business. When they say my life, you are supposed to understand what the hell they're talking about. They're not talking about life. Yes, they're talking about many things. Accessories. Accessories don't make the real thing, isn't it? That's an embarrassing way to live, isn't it? That's all that's happening to humanity right now. So, we gathered all these things only to enhance this life, but this has been totally forgotten. So if this comes into your attention, then we use this most corrupt word called spirituality. That means you started experiencing something more than the physical. Spiritual process does not mean you are going to invent something. Always, spirituality was referred to as realization. Realization means what? Something that has always been there and I was stupid enough not to see it. Today I saw it. I did not invent anything, I did not create anything. Something that was always there, I saw today. Though it is all the time here, I did not see it, only today I saw. This is realization. This is not an attainment, this is not an acquisition, this is not something else. This is just realization.
Almost all spiritual seekers have this question in mind as to when they will get enlightened. How long will it take them to awaken to their divine, infinite nature? Now, to all those who have this question in mind, I want to say, you already are that. You are the divine, infinite being expressing through this little, limited body-mind complex. Now tell me, if you are not already infinite, how can you become infinite? Enlightenment is just the recognition of the fact that you are the divine, infinite being. Enlightenment is the realization of the truth of your beautiful and immortal being. It just needs a moment of recognition, a moment of realization. And all your spiritual practices are nothing but the preparation for this moment to arrive in your life. You have to remain prepared. If you are prepared, it surely comes. See, you need time only in the external world. In the inner world of your being, time ceases to exist. You need time to learn a new skill. You need time to cook something. You need time to move from one place to another. But you don't need time to know yourself. You don't need time to recognize who you really are in your essence. Time is the greatest barrier in self-realization. You must have heard people say, I'm gonna get enlightened in 5 years' time. I'm gonna get enlightened in 10 years' time. This is their enlightenment plan. If you also have this mindset, then forget about enlightenment. It is never gonna happen. If you are serious about enlightenment, you need to move beyond time. And time here means past and future. If you keep holding on to your past and future, then do what you may, you will never get enlightened. You have to see, you have to recognize this fact that what you are seeking on the spiritual path is present right here, right now. It cannot be found in the past, nor can it be found in the future. What you call the present moment is nothing but your infinite being appearing in this form. You and present moment are one. Yes, you and the present moment are one. This is the ultimate truth. That is the reason why you always find yourself in the present moment. Isn't this an obvious fact? Even when you think about the dead past, you do that in the present moment. When you plan for the future, you do that too in the present moment. You just cannot move away from this present moment because that is the real you appearing in this form. So how can you move away from yourself? And you have to recognize this ever-present truth. And it only takes a moment of realization. So the answer to the question, how long does it take to get enlightened, is it all depends on you. If you are ready, you can get enlightened right now, at this very moment. A disciple asked a Zen master, "Oh master, what is the essence of Zen?" The master replied, "Can you hear the sound of the flowing river?" So just look at the answer that Zen master gave. He asked his disciple if he could hear the sound of the flowing river. The master wanted to tell the disciple to remain present and be aware of what's happening. That is what is the essence of Zen, and that is what is the essence of all spiritual teachings. Be present and recognize who you already are beyond this body-mind complex. Just pay attention and realize your divine, infinite nature.